Hey, good morning. I sent the plan yesterday, but I wanted to take a little bit of time today and do a 3D with you guys. I worked in the kitchen yesterday, and I put a bunch of stuff to try to help the space planning, because I know that's been part of the struggle. So I don't waste a bunch of time talking. I'll try to just get in here and do some fly-throughs. I know you talked about the triple door. I'd like to have some information, and then maybe you can help me position that where it's going to go. I know my library somewhere has a triple, or it has what they call a nana that folds out and it shows it collapsing and whatnot, but that's the best I could find for that for now. I'll fly through here again without the ceiling and everything removed. This is just for a study purpose, so we can kind of see what's going on. Looks like I need to talk about the door on that one. I think I forgot that one there. And I know the theater had a door here, and we're going to have to talk about how you really want to do that. I had tucked it underneath the stairs so that as you come into here, and that can all be changed. We'll have to just work through that. I've got the closet under the stairwells access from here, so that way we wouldn't have to clip the top of the door if we try to put it on this wall or possibly out here on that wall. Because of the slope, it would have to be clipped at the top. So I'm going to pop upstairs, go take a look at that. Okay, you can see that I did some work on this. When we bumped the 12 foot up here, I tried to share some with both rooms, and this room here was still relatively small in comparison to the square footage. So we can go back to the original, but what I tried to do, I think I have 42 in the hallway, but then over here I've got 4 foot and 4 foot. And then I bumped this closet to the outside of the room. Just let me know your thoughts on that. I'd certainly fix that, change it. Once I do the view with the roof on, it'll have a lot more realistic feel to what the spaces are going to be like. There's the... Oh, my door got deleted. Okay, I got to go fix it. Your office door, Becky. We'll get that. Kind of looks weird doing these, the dollhouse views, because of the open to blow, and some things are cut, but it allows you to kind of study one floor at a time. You guys had said you were happy with this, so we'll do some more fly-throughs. I know you were talking about a little wing window here. I didn't put one there, but I can try to tag one in, and I think probably your best bet there would be like maybe an 18-inch wide by 48 maybe. Let's try that in a single hung, and we'll just keep on rolling. underneath that. I think since we've studied this, I'm going to go ahead and put the roof on it. I'll add Becky's door, and we'll go in and take a look at that other camera. So from here, we'll go with this one. We'll do an outer fly around. Let me get rid of this. Gosh, I always forget about this hogging up all the screen. I got something in the deal here. I don't know what that is. I'll have to try to find that. I think that's part of a roof plane that's coming down, but we could probably put an inverse of that on the other side over where Becky's office is, but this floor would have to come up a bit like that just to be above the ceiling that we've got in there. But I didn't want to go too far unless you guys that's something you guys want to entertain. We fly around this and got this stepped up. I think I got a 4-foot sill here. And this is at 12 foot, both first and second floor. I corrected the distance out on both to be 4 foot. While fussing with this thing, I did change all these front windows from 5 foot wide to 6 foot. That's one thing change I made, and then set them up. Once we talk about the door, we'll see how that works. Maybe this door is going to be the full bottom. Not sure. We'll fly inside here in just a sec. Okay, here's what we look like coming in the entry. This is the flat spot, and this is kind of what I was talking about on that entry wall. Something could be done if we wanted to, but we do have a floor. I could probably put a 2x6 over that, and that would give us about 6 inches lower, because we don't need a full floor joist on top of that, depending on what you want to store or show. This camera, I don't like to try it all the time. I'm going to put it on the, it's called the physically based. It's supposed to give more realistic picture, but it does cause my camera to choke. So I'll let it clear up, and we'll do a couple shots just to check out, and then I will go to the other camera. Okay, let's just switch that now. So we'll go check out Becky's office. Let's get that door in there so it doesn't look so bad. I know we've got, I thought we had a double door into Pete's office. Let's double check that. I think maybe while we were talking, it went from a double to a single. Let's go ahead and copy this one. I need to find some of my tools. They're missing. So here. There it is. Okay. Grab the door that we had down at Pete's. We're going to copy that up to Becky's office. Right here, and we're going to think we had hers as the double. I'm going to call that a 60-inch. We could go 72 if you want. This will give us two 6s. Let's see how that looks now. Okay, I'm going to swing them the other way. Actually, no, is that how we want to do it? Maybe that is how we want to do that, swing to the inside. All right. Let's go to the full camera. All right, back upstairs.
I'm Matt Walsh, and I play Mike McClintock on that very same show.
Got to clean up the ceiling in here where it transitions from the vault in the great room into the flat in the hall. That's something I got to clean up there. I think I just need to put a ceiling in there. Okay, that's exactly what I have to do. Here's the guest.
There's a new class of blockbuster drugs. Drugs like Ozempic. They're changing bodies.
And all of a sudden, just the weight starts falling off.
Fortunes.
It just got too expensive.
They're just bank breakers.
And industries.
There was a lot of excitement. There was a lot of skepticism.
And I'm going to do this in Glasshouse in just a little bit. And the reason I'd like to do that is just to give you guys you can usually do a little bit more study in room to room. You can see how things are blending and meshing.
You can't put a price on well-being. That said, in-person therapy can cost from $100 to $250 per session. That adds up. Online therapy can save you up to 50% per session on average, because wellness should be affordable, not a luxury. With 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp has helped over 5 million people globally. Visit betterhelp.com/Spotify Music for 10% off your first month of online therapy. BetterHelp.com/Spotify.
Let's go check out the master bedroom suite. So this is it's 42 inches wide for this hall right here. And then we go into a 4-foot one here. And it's 4 foot here as well, where I bumped out the closet. Let's get into, I'm going to take and close these doors and stand in Becky's office real quick. Make sure that she's happy with the way that looks. Let's close them. There we go. And I'll swing in here and look out over the deck. In the gray room, let's see. So that's kind of what your view will be, Becky. And the flat ceiling, I got to clean this up. I've just got the vault cutting into that, but. So let's jiffy over to the master wing. We have to talk about your ceiling in there. I don't remember if you guys had requested a tray or a coffer or vault in there. Hopefully the sound's okay. My generator's out there charging right now, so. Maybe I can get a couple shots with this other camera in there. Lighting's got to be just right. Let's see. It's sure taking its time on its rendering. I'm going to probably go back to the other camera. Let me try this once, though. Okay. I guess I do need a newer computer. This is all right, though. That's pretty doggone effective. Go look out the deck, and then we see how that window looks in there on that end. And like I say, in my place, I had a 2-foot bump, and my builder didn't want to put one of these wings in it. I don't think it looks too bad. I know we're gonna have a patio out there too. Once I do the patio, that might give us a better feeling for the flat that we'll have out there. We didn't really get into this in detail. I don't remember seeing any pictures or any kitchen shots to try to replicate for you, so I just kind of winged it in here. I know I got the island idea or a proposal from you guys, so I basically has 2, 4, 6 feet on the island, regular counter with the 16-inch overhang, and I tried to position it in there. I think I have 6 foot here. The plan should show that distance. You could possibly squeeze it into the kitchen more if you wanted to reduce that space. Maybe that would give a little bit more room for this table, but let's take a look at the pantry. I think we already peeked in there, and I did reduce this in size like we had talked, but see if that, I think it's 5 by, let's see, what do we do? So the pantry is 4 foot 8 that way, and so it's just 6 by thought this was from, so that grid line's 6 foot. That's picking up the shelf. That's why it did that. Okay. All right. So then we have 5 foot here. This will be the stairs that will go to the shop. Get rid of that camera. That's the floor camera. Here we go. This is the oh, that's the mechanical room. This is where I was wanting to take and put the other door, which would be like into the fish room. And I just found an aquarium. I might be able to do it the other way too, but this is just one of the fish tanks that was in the library. Let's see how that did on the door. Not sure if I got it right where I want it here. Okay, well, there's room on that one. We have the mechanical room here. Then we have this inside the safe room. Only access being through the fish room and then out. And we still could probably work on, if you want to have the entrance here. It was pretty tight for this hallway landing right there.
And once you've experienced that buttery flavored handmade pan dough, stuffed to perfection with melty cheese made with 100% real mozzarella, topped with our signature garlic seasoning and sprinkled with real.
This is the furred out wall. Let's double check that. See what's going on. Okay, so that's the 4 foot bump.
Order now at Domino's.com.
And then let's see why we're doing that is that we still have to have a furred wall there in between these two. I'm gonna have to bring this one all the way over. But then this is a small bathroom near the office.
There's a new class of blockbuster drugs. Drugs like Ozempic. They're changing bodies,
And all of a sudden, just the weight starts falling off.
fortunes,
It just got too expensive.
They're just bank breakers.
and industries.
There was a lot of excitement. There was a lot of skepticism.
The impact of these drugs from business to health is just beginning.
From the journal, $1 Trillion Shot.
You know, I bet you.
On Spotify.
I am gonna just bet that we're gonna want that window downstairs too. I think I probably add some light. So if I grab this on the second floor, I'll grab this. And it's possible we can go wider. Let's do that first of all. Let's go with the 24-48 to stock size. And then we'll grab it and put it downstairs. Let's put it. So here is the office. All right, well, there's probably no sense in me filming anything else. Let me do the glass house, and on the version I send you guys, you can do this too, and this just kind of helps see what's going on inside. First story first. We got the vault room through the fish room, and then the theater, rec room, the ADA we haven't even touched yet, but we'll get there. So we have the second story. It's pretty close here, but I think we're okay. I mean, we're some of that roof cuts over the window for the overhang here, so I just wanted to bring that up. I'll redo these trusses and put a gable and a girder up here. Kind of shows the stack of this wing over here for the bedroom and where it cuts over the dining room. I figure you guys can fast forward, rewind, look at this, and study this model. Even though it's on the YouTube platform, I think it still gives you a pretty good ability to zoom forward and backward and see if you're going to get the spaces you need in here. I know the kitchen was an issue, so I just started dropping some items in there so we could do some space planning. If you have furniture that you know its size, and I can start. I know you said there was a kitchen you liked. And a certain size was in there. I can drop that color block in there, but better yet, a picture would allow me to design it maybe close to what it would be like. So hopefully this works out pretty good for you guys. Let me fly through the bedrooms here. This might be a little less clumsy being in the glass house. So we just pretend we're a ghost. This flies into the two bathrooms that are just the same. Past the laundry room, into the guest bath, guest room. Right on into the office, the foyer, great room. Entry. Let me know what you guys think. It's getting close to start putting that shop in there now. I want to try to get this to solidified and getting close to what we want. And we'll move on to the next thing. Let's see, we can go like this. Maybe that'll change it. All right. We'll call it macaroni, guys. Talk to you soon.